welcome to another video. It's Francesco here. I hope you're all doing well and had a really nice Christmas this year. What I wanted to do in this video is actually introduce a new series. So this new series will add a layer to the productivity tools and tutorial videos that I already do. What it aims to do is showcase some of the techniques and some of the theory around some of the tools that I'm using and also that other people are using. Now, I'm not claiming to know the best methods or tools to help organize, but if you're like myself and you actually watch people do something and you learn via practice, I think what I can do with these videos is help gather some value for you guys to take away and implement into your own daily routines. So in this new series, I aim to cover things like targets, goals, and the importance of progress tracking and hobbies as well. There's also not many blokes out there doing this. What I wanted to do is sort of share as well to the guys out there who are looking to sort of organize their targets and goals for the year. So in this feature, what I wanted to do with 2017 coming around the corner is focus on New Year's resolution. So I thought I'd share some of the processes that I personally use to organize my goal tracking for the year. So let's start with the tools. For me, what I tend to use for my goal tracking is Todoist combined with a workbook. So for Todoist, what I do is I create one folder called Target. Inside this folder, I have a drop down which has all of my targets inclusive there. I also have a week goal, which I'll explain in a minute. For the workbook, it's really simple. What I have is a one-pager on all of my targets. That's the first page in the book. And then I also have monthly review. Now, I also use this for my weekly reviews and just to have some notes and basically just to keep this sort of tally of any ideas that I'm having that help me achieve these goals. This is my sort of process, but I can recommend a couple of other places where you can store all of your targets and goals. My recommendations include EVERNOTE is a great tool, bullet journaling. Another place is a diary. You can store this in the first few pages so that whenever you're reviewing your calendar, you can then sort of refer back to it. Apple Notes is another one, a very popular one that is very easy to get going. So if you're just wanting to do it straight after this video and start writing down some goals, then you can. On the wall as well is another technique that many other people are using to obviously, when they wake up, they can see it and go straight to that and then go off and do their activities to map to those goals. A whiteboard is another great technique, and also sharing a copy of those targets with a friend. For me, the reason I'm using Todoist in the workbook is because I tend to carry my phone around all day and also my laptop, so I have Todoist available all the time. The workbook is an ability for me to use pen and paper to sort of express my opinions. So let's move on to the sort of goal planning side of stuff. So what I have is I have two different types of goals. Obviously long-term goals, which are a year plus. They sort of keep me grounded for what I'm doing over my next year to 3 years. So what I have then is short-term goals, and they tend to be weekly and monthly. Basically, I sort of view it as the short-term goals that I set for my week or my month are mapping to my long-term goals. So each one of those are basically part of the ingredients to the recipe of reaching my long-term goals. One of my targets next year in 2017 is to reach 15,000 YouTube subscribers. I'm obviously using this as a way to create some valuable content for 2017. So all of my short-term goals that I have over the week and month will map to this long-term goal. So every week what I do is I have a weekly review where I sit down and I work out my next week's activities and next, obviously, if it's the end of the month, to sort of review the month. But what I'll do is I'll sort of like pick 6 or 7 things where I can do in that activity to then reach that long-term goal. For example, this week, my YouTube target could be 4,250, for example. And also to make and test 6 or 7 other things like guest posting or collabs or something like that that would help map to this long-term goal. These targets are reviewed at the end of the week and they'll help me create my next week's activities. So this process is designed to review where I'm at every single week, but also allow me to keep on track with my long-term goals. The weekly review that I do is also a great way for me to actually analyze whether the goals are correct for me. Now, sometimes people set goals for the year and they obviously want to stick with these as much as they can, but they might not actually be suited to you. For example, maybe I'm targeting 15,000 subscribers next year, but halfway through the year, I start doing Facebook video and Facebook videos becomes much more popular. I need to have the ability and flexibility with these goals to tweak and analyze whether I should be focusing on Facebook video more than I should be focusing on YouTube. So the importance of the week review is to analyze whether the goals are right for you, but also keep on track and keep plotting out what things you actually need to do next. What I'll tend to do is I'll spend 10 minutes a day working on my goals, sort of getting an overview. So that's around about 2 minutes in the morning when I just spend a few minutes looking at the actual page and seeing what ones I've got. It helps me sort of keep refreshed for my day and also like work out what tasks that are the most important for my day and reaching those targets. And then obviously at the end of the week, I have that 20 to 30 minute weekly review. I'm going to be doing a separate video on this, but that review is really handy for actually trying to break down what I actually need to do. The weekly review normally occurs on a Saturday, and it takes between 20 and 30 minutes. I think for everyone out there who's watching, the importance of a process is in the method of doing it. Obviously, you can tweak this over time, and you're not really going to have a perfect setup from day one. So making them a reality is an entirely different story, but what I recommend doing is actually choosing a few people to share your targets with. Accountability is important. Sometimes actually taking those 1 or 2 goals and sharing them with someone else actually helps you, because sometimes they'll ask, why aren't you reaching this? Or another question to ask yourself while you're creating these goals and targets is, when you've set aside these 6 or 7 targets you're working on, how can you turn these 1-year goals into 6-month goals? What are the things and items that you can accelerate by doing something like this? These sort of questions every week, and you can include this in your weekly review, will help you get to your targets faster, because you're sort of not like plotting them out in a comfortable style. You're sort of forcing yourself to speed up the process of reaching your goals. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include some listicles in the description to help you sort of plot out some of the resolutions that you might make in 2017. And also some videos from Lavender, Mimi and Alex Icon, Michelle, and a couple of other people that I recommend going on and watching some of their videos, and they can sort of add more value to creating your goals and setting your targets. So anyway, that's my video on goal setting in 2017. I really hope it was valuable. Let me know in the comments how you found this video, whether you found it of any use at all, because I'm obviously starting this new series and looking to get some feedback on whether this has actually helped you progress your work. Anyway guys, I'm really looking forward to sharing some more with you. The next one is going to be on weekly review, and it'll focus on some of the elements that I use and other people use in their weekly review every single week to organize their activities for the following week. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to have a great week, keep productive, and I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.